Every time one introduces a legend, one invariably goes on to say that he needs no introduction. And yet, they go on to give a long, lengthy introduction right after that. But the truth of the matter is legends don't need introductions, because words just don't suffice, and they certainly don't today. So what do? We bow our heads in respect and salute when we say Amitabh Bachchan. He has a different style. He's a director and a producer, and definitely one of my favorites. From Vicky Donald to Pico, he has gifted Bollywood some of my most loved movies.
And this is the Firstpost Show in association with India Bull's e-home loans.
Amitji, I'm going to start by asking you. Years ago, you mentioned that when your name came on a gossip column for the first time, you were so happy about it that you slept with that paper under your pillow. Now now media is involved. There's so much written. There's so much spoken about it. How do you react now?
I didn't sleep with it under my pillow. I just felt that, when you see your name for the first time, it's a great experience.
Yeah.
It's not as though I was not used to it. But yes, it was something that came out, and I felt that, if I'm in a new firmament, in a new profession, and if my name is being mentioned, I felt good about it.
Lovely. And Shoojit, you are known for the kind of, we lovingly call it different movies. Now in Bollywood, invariably, there are two parts to cinemas. There's art and there's money, and which are both important. Now when you make different movies, the latter gets slightly affected, right? It's a risky decision to take. Now do you sort of get a kick out of making these risky, so-called risky movies?
No, I don't think I'm worried about that. I think the risky movies are the movies where you blow up cars. I mean, I'm in a much more better place.
Yes.
I think I'm not blowing cars, so it's okay. So I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just worried about that for 2 hours can I engage my audience, I mean, who's coming to see this film. If I tell them, okay, here's a film which is all about constipation, then somebody will not watch the film, He can only see it when he sees the film, then he realizes this film is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Or if it's a sperm donor,
yeah.
Or it's a story like Pink, which is coming out. So, no, if I start worrying about that, then I won't be able to make the films that the way I conceive and the way I want to make. I have to, yes, there's a responsibility of getting out the money that is invested on a project, because unfortunately cinema needs a lot of money. But I think that responsibility I take. Beyond that, I don't take. I take as much as the audience appreciates the film. My friends appreciate the film. My family appreciates my film. I am quite happy with that.
Lovely. Amitji, there was one time when Pritish Nandi wrote an article about you on the front page, and it was titled Finished. And you kept looking at it for days and you wanted to disprove him. In the recent time, what's the worst piece of criticism that you've heard about you?
No, I didn't look at it and just to have a look at it. I looked at it as a motivational piece to motivate me to do better. Every time I see a criticism which points out my faults, my discrepancies, I don't look upon it as something evil. I look upon it as something that I need to improve, and I work at it. I do that with everything that happens, which is either critical, whether it's a review, whether it's a press statement, whatever. Yes, if there are things which are illegal, then of course I will move the courts. And if there is just a normal comment, everyone has the freedom of speech. There are many articles, editorials, columns written about you, where sometimes they are generous, most of the times they are critical. So what? That's their point of view, and I need to take a note of that.
Lovely. Shoojit, with the kind of movies that you make, there's definitely a lot of pressure and stress, right? For example, a while ago, Shoe Bite got scrapped. How do you sort of get over stuff like these?
It's not scrapped.
Yeah,
we are coming back with it?
Yeah, I mean, we're still discussing, the studios are still discussing, so we're still hoping that it'll...
Lovely.
But yes, I mean, it's disheartening, it's quite depressing, because, years of... because for we technicians, it's not the matter of the monetary thing that's more important, because we put full our heart and soul into it. We just want a poster hanging outside the theater. We just want a full audience watching a film. I think that's our dream. Our dream is anything else. So that's the technician thinks about a film. If we are telling a story, we have all come together like as a team, and it is depressing. It is disheartening when a film does not release. You feel like almost like a like a stillborn child. It's so it's that kind of a feeling. You feel claustrophobic. I'm still hoping that Shoe Bite. It's again a labor of love, so it should release at some point.
So how do you what do you do to sort of get over this?
See, I'll tell you how I got over Shoe Bite. For 7 years, I didn't do anything, and I was depressed at home, and I didn't know what to do, because I was answerable also to many people, because I took the script to Sir, and he said, let's do the film. He trusted me, and there were so many people who trusted me, and I did the film.
Yeah.
Because finally the onus comes on the director. So I was sitting at home not doing anything. So my wife told me, how long will you sit? You know how to make a film. Move on and make a film. It's enough. When it's released, it'll release. So that's how I think of just moving on and getting stories. And I collaborate with writers. They are my main force. They are my main weapon. And I work with them and try get my scripts ready. When I'm doing one film, I make sure that, okay, next film, what is I'm going to do? Let's start working on it. So now I have got full, in terms of the scripts, which I want to do for the next 2-3 years.
Lovely.
So that's how I'm going to move on.
Wonderful. What about you, Amitji? How do you sort of react when something unfortunate happens like this?
Yeah, what he said, it's very disheartening to see that we put in so much labor and hard work, and not for any particular reason a film is not released. I don't know what the argument is, but if there are two people disagreeing on either their egos or their temperaments, that's very harsh to a creative output. We've put in our heart and soul in it, not just mentally but physically as well. Making Shoe Bite was a huge physical experience as well for all of us. And then to have executives sit on it and decide whether I am more powerful and whether you're more powerful and who's going to take the decision, trying to bring in some legal aspect to it, which we feel is not right. But anyway, whatever the arguments are, I hope that it finally sees the light of day. It's a wonderful film. It's ageless, so it can come anytime.
Wonderful. Now, this is one thing that I'm really amused about. I'm sure Shoojit will agree. There is this entire process of things that happens in the Bachchan family. There's one which is to do with flights. So there's an entire text message that goes when you board the flight, and then there's one when you land, which is definitely important. But then the one that amuses me the most is this part where you have a slip on top of the magazines and newspapers, which with the initials of everybody, and they have to sign it. They have to sign it off after they read. Is it still the same?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
There's not. It's wonderful. I'm really amused.
Why are you amused?
Because I don't think, Shoojit, do you have this in your household?
No, nothing.
No.
It's just a process where you get to know whether everyone has read that magazine that has come. And if they haven't, that's fine. It's just an indication whether you've read the magazine. That's all.
I think we've taken a really serious turn with this interview. We'll have something fun with a really quick and fiery rapid fire round.
Yeah, you can go.
Who's ready first? Who do I go with first? Shoojit, do I go with you first?
Yeah, I don't know. If I'm unable to answer, you answer.
All right then. We'll start with you, Shoojit. Are you ready?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay. 3 advantages of working with Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh, 3 advantages. Many. One is it's a scriptwriter's delight. Second, as he himself prepares a lot, so for me as a director and the maker, it helps me to concentrate on many other things.
Correct.
Otherwise, a lot of my time goes, in making an actor perform and get the right thing. So he himself rehearses a lot. That's second. And third is, he also, because of his experience of 45 years, my assistants are also quite scared, because Sir already does all the assistants' work in terms of continuity, in terms of costume, in terms of hair. He does it himself. So that's another advantage as a maker that I don't have to worry about.
Wonderful. What do you not like about the following people? Let's start with Deepika Padukone.
What I'm not liking?
Yeah, one thing that you don't like.
Oh, come on. She'll not like it. No, I like everything about her. She eats a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to just keep her as Piku all the time. She should not do anything else.
Lovely. Irfan Khan.
Not like about Irfan Khan?
Yeah.
I like everything about Irfan Khan.
You can't be diplomatic.
Oh, I don't like about Irfan Khan. Yeah, he should stop doing the films which I don't like. I will not name the films.
Beautiful. Let's finally go to him. What do you not like about him?
No, you can't ask me on this. What you not like about it? No, I will be diplomatic there. No.
I'll let you be diplomatic there. Let's go with top 3 then. Top 3 actors according to you in Bollywood. You can always take his name as well.
No, I would not name them. Obviously, he's any film I write somewhere down the line, Sir is there always in our head. Ki somewhere we can work with him, and because he becomes an. As I said, the 3 points that you asked me, it's such an advantage for a director. You don't know. Ki on the set you can concentrate so much. No, I mean he's one of the finest of this actors, and I would always want to work with him.
So do we go with Amitabh Bachchan, and Amitabh Bachchan?
Oh yeah, sure.
Top 3 actresses according to you?
Actresses. Oh, recently I think actresses have done some wonderful job, including Deepika and Alia, Kangana. I think they're just doing brilliant in all the films. Radhika Apte.
No, we're done with 3. We said Deepika, Priyanka, Kangana and Alia.
Yeah, I think they're very good. Yeah.
Which one's your personal favorite? Vicky Donner or Piku or Pink?
Pink is my personal favorite now.
Lovely.
I think it's one of the most toughest films that I've done till now. And I think Pink is favorite.
Wonderful. React in one word to the following awards.
Awards. I'm happy if somebody recognizes and gives me an award. But I'm unhappy if somebody does not recognize my technical crew. I really want my all technical crew to win all awards. Not even me, not the actors, but my technical crew.
Wonderful. Movie critiques.
Movie critics, I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't mind at all. Because if I start worrying about them, I won't be able to make a film.
Correct. Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh, I mean, as I said, I mean, he's there always in the wrist and the radar. Whatever films and movies we write, somewhere we think if we can work with Sir.
And that was your rapid fire round. There's a few diplomatic answers here and there, but then that can be let go of, I think. Amitji, are you ready for your round? We start with advantages of being Amitabh Bachchan.
It's just another name.
Lovely. What comes in your mind when I say the following? Shoojit Sircar.
Thought-provoking director.
Pink.
A masterpiece.
Beautiful. Abhishek Bachchan.
My son.
If I ask you to choose between Pa or Black?
Both.
Teen or Pink?
Teen Pink.
Now this is a tricky one. Shoojit Sircar or Sujoy Ghosh?
Oh, come on.
You're tickling my Bengali sentiment, so I won't be able to give an honest reply. I love Bengal and Bengalis. I have half of them in my home. So they're both very proficient in their work.
Let's go with top 3 again. Who do you think are the top 3 actors in Bollywood now?
Now? No, don't put now.
Okay.
Dilip Saab, Balraj Sahni, Motilal.
Lovely.
Wow.
What an answer.
Very good, sir.
Actresses.
Wahida Rahman, Meena Kumari, Nutan, Nargis.
Beautiful. Top 3 directors in Bollywood.
Oh gosh, Bimal Roy, Gurudutt, Rishikesh Mukherjee,
Ray.
Mehboob, all the directors that made all those wonderful socials. It's just endless. You can't classify them. You know, it's you know.
Perfect. Yeah. Last question. If I have to ask you to react in one word to the following awards.
Awards are a recognition of your work by a magazine or a group of people who present it in as elaborate a way as possible, sponsored by people who can afford to have such elaboration.
Movie critiques.
What would we do without them? Because without them, we would never be able to improve ourselves.
And finally, if you have to react in one word to Black.
Black is black.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Finally, before we conclude, that was both of your rapid fire rounds. Great job, by the way. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of the show. Pink is releasing on the 16th of September. 16th of September.
16th September. Yeah.
And you guys shouldn't be watching anything else that weekend. Pink, 16th of September. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
यार क्या कर था ना? Listen, होम लोन के पेपर्स ना तुम सबमिट कर देना quickly, okay? I don't want to lose this house. Okay, करण?
हाँ, कल पक्का.
आज अप्लाई करोगे?
आज पक्का. अरे, होम लोन अप्रूव्ड. तुम ब्रांच गई थी क्या?
घर से. India Bulls e-home loans. Catch up, dude.
प्रिया यार, मैं अनजान ही वाला था।
I know.
कंप्लीट कीजिए अपना पूरा होम लोन प्रोसेस ऑनलाइन। अप्लाई से डिसबर्सल तक सब कुछ ऑनलाइन। इंट्रोड्यूसिंग इंडिया बुल्स ई होम लोन्स। लॉग ऑन करें indiabulshomeloans.com पर।